Hello, welcome back. I'm about to get back into programming these sliders, and just to bring myself back up to speed, I'm going to run it in the simulator. Yeah, now I remember. So we've got these sliders, and we have successfully implemented drawing ticks. It's not very hard, but we did that. Now we're trying to rotate the text in the correct way, similar to the way we've rotated text for this guy. This whole slider bar is rotated 90 degrees counterclockwise. It's drawn horizontally, then rotated. That's just the way sliders are used. I mean, are implemented in the UISlider class. So, for some reason, the text, for one, isn't being drawn here. This should be 0. This should display a 0 here. And it is rendered after everything else. So I'm not sure what the problem is. And somehow our rotation matrices blow away the future lines. So only the first one's drawn. And well, I've had lunch and procrastinated for a good hour and a half. And haven't had any solutions pop up. Just thinking about it, so we gotta just do it. So let me make this one window again. Probably something about the way we're doing these push and pops is incorrect, because the whole idea for the push and pop is that you save the state before you modify it and you can come back to it. Yeah, so actually this is for the thumb. This part is correct. But then again, the text is the very last thing we draw for the thumb. For the track draw text function, we do a fairly similar thing. We push the context here and we pop it off down here. But somehow the stuff here does, the stuff in the middle creates a lot of problems for us. So I'm not sure exactly what the issue is. We have to figure it out. One thing we could manually do is untranslate, and undo the rotation. Multiply by the inverse. Divide, if you will. That's not a long-term solution anyway. We've got time, so it's worth dealing with. So let's see if there's that push state here. Maybe it's the G state? I'm not sure. Ah, see this? Yeah, it looks like the G state is different from is separated from the whatever you call it, like the stroke color and stuff, all that. No, but all that's in here. So I'm not sure what the purpose of the other one is, but let's... Alright, let's see what we can do with this G state thing. Restore G state. Yeah, let's just replace these. This is a CG call, but it's available in the iOS SDK, so let's just use it. CG context restore G state. CG context. This one's going to be save G state. And this one down here is going to be context, and this will just be restore. like so. Let's see if this does anything different. This should not fix, we still have a rotation issue, obviously, but this should fix our horizontal lines problem. We should get all the ticks again. Yes. So this is a little bit better, right? So now let's try and get this text displayed. I'm not sure why it's not drawing, to be honest. Because, well, we basically just have to babysit our code, and, well, debug our code pretty much. Look at our transformations and see what's wrong. So, what we're doing is from the 0, 0 point, we have to assume we're at 0, 0. Oh, wait a minute. We've moved to a point, so maybe that's not true. I don't know if this line stuff... You know what? I'm going to see what happens first if I just take away the transform. I think we might already be in the right place, or near it. So check this out. Nope, nope, that was an incorrect guess. Alright, so let's think again what it means to rotate by half of pi. Well, half of pi, it means 90 degrees. And it also, so this is how we're drawing things. This is how we want to draw things. And that means we're rotating, yeah. So normally 50 would be like this, or left to right. And then we're rotating clockwise to the right. So, and it should also still be visible once we're at the right place. One problem is, okay, I'm gonna save the state before I do these other guys. Just in case they are interfering, and I wouldn't be so surprised. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything, does it? Okay. I'll tell you what, we won't even transform. I'm assuming this uses, yeah, this has to use the current context, because it doesn't have any other information. And it does, because we've drawn the other one like that. Just this way, right? Let's compare the two drawing methods. So this is the thumb, and when we draw text in the thumb, it looks like this. We basically call draw in rect, which is a special extension to the NSString class. And it has, yeah, nothing really of note. We do call and image context, but we also do that in the above one when it's appropriate. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think this should be fine. Leave it there and use the bottom window. So move to point, line to point. So that all works great. And then we get here and we don't know what's wrong. So rotate 90 degrees. We translate. How about we don't do either of that and we just draw? Let's see what happens. It's better to do something than to speculate for it too long. It's good at first. Think a little bit, but okay. Oh wait, I do see something slightly different. If you look right here, that looks different. There's just a little notch for some reason, and that might be related to the drawing. Could it be we are drawing in purple and gray? I really don't know, so just in case that's true, let's... I believe it's the stroke color. Yeah, so here we don't change anything. We just set the fill color as one thing. And the stroke color is just the default. Right? Yeah. Could be the fill color is the important part though, so let's go ahead and just fill that in. Yeah, things are starting to not make sense, so I am looking into this. Looking into everything. Okay. Still no trace of any numbers on the screen. Tick ratio is definitely val string draw in rect with font at this point with this big size. Okay. I expect it to be in the bottom left. As it is. I'm surprised that I don't see it, but any other weird things we're doing? So right now all we're doing is getting a string and telling it to draw at 0, 0. And this is going to mean it's going to be fairly short, but it should still draw vertically because we're not doing the rotate anymore. Although I don't expect this to work, I have to check my assumptions because something's obviously wrong. Okay, well there's two